Alitza, you've been looking at one of our top stories, this Trump-brokered peace deal between Israel and Hamas, and you're going to tell us about how the Israeli press has been covering it.
That's right, Alison. So let's start by taking a look at this front page of Israeli right-wing paper, the Jerusalem Post. Here we see the outline of President Donald Trump's head filled with portraits of Israeli hostages. And the headline here reads, "He is bringing them home." And then in an opinion piece in the same newspaper, it says that the hostages' return is a blessing, but calling this a victory is premature. And the opinion piece says that although the deal is encouraging and heartening, there are three main factors that could overshadow it. The first one is the fate of the 28 missing or dead hostages. Then we have phase two that is still very uncertain. And finally, the fact that rebuilding Gaza might strengthen Hamas and not dismantle it. Israeli left-wing Haaretz is focusing instead on the fate of the Palestinian people. And the article says that this is not a story of two sides finally finding peace, and reminds that Israelis and Palestinians will wake up tomorrow under two very different skies, one that's free to heal and the other trapped in the ruins. And Haaretz writes that those in Gaza will have to face 2 years of loss of thousands of lives, of jobs, education, and ambition. And the journalist who wrote this opinion piece says she contacted a man living in Gaza to congratulate him on the peace deal, to which he responded, "Congratulations to you. You'll put your mind at peace with our news now."
There's also a lot of talk, Alitza, about just how Trump managed to secure this deal. What more do we know about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look at this in-depth analysis by the BBC that calls it a breakthrough which eluded Biden. It says that Israel strikes against the Hamas negotiation team in Qatar turned out to be a key diplomatic moment to what could be Trump's quote, signature achievement. And that's, again, something that Biden could not achieve, says the analysis. And the paper highlights the close relationship between Netanyahu and Trump, which helped get to this point. But it also says that Trump has many business dealings with the Gulf states, including Qatar. And that's why the strike there was a deal breaker, which led to a month after when Trump sat nearby as Netanyahu personally phoned Qatar to apologize for what happened.
Donald Trump has made no secret of the fact that he hopes to get the Nobel Peace Prize for his efforts in Gaza and elsewhere. That prize being awarded today. What are the papers saying about that?
Indeed. Well, an opinion piece in the New York Times says, give Trump the Nobel for Gaza if he does the harder parts to come. It says that Trump doesn't fully respect the complexity of the task, but if he manages to rebuild a lasting peace between Israelis and Palestinians, that would be worthy of a Nobel Prize, maybe even two. But it's not a given that Trump will get the Nobel Prize, and Norway is bracing for Trump's reaction today if he doesn't, writes British daily The Guardian. And the paper says that the US president may impose tariffs, demand higher NATO contributions, or even declare Norway as an enemy. And The Guardian spoke to Norway's Socialist Party leader, who told the paper that Oslo should be prepared for anything when dealing with a president who is so volatile and authoritarian. And finally, I think it's appropriate to turn our attention to this cartoon here. We see President Trump looking at the world map, and the text here says, "Bomb the Norwegian Nobel Committee and steal the prize if nothing else works." So let's see what will happen today, Alison.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I read that the committee decided already on Monday before the deal was agreed, so it seems unlikely, but one never knows. There could be a surprise. Alitza, thank you so much for that look through the papers.